Hello and welcome travelers from across the space. This is your host Cosmo Lore, and today we're gonna take a look about the new main box Zillion Thunder that just got leaked tonight. Before going to the box, I just wanna say sorry to all my followers. I haven't been able to be playing the game as much as I want to create good content for you lately. Life is not that easy sometimes when you have work, you have family, you have a kid. So there's other stuff that I need to take care of first. So it's been quite a month. It was has been really difficult to me. I told you that I promised some good videos that I have in store, and I will deliver them as soon as possible. I just wanted to say to everybody that keep patient, and I know I will have enough time in the coming future to be able to keep the pace that I had in the previous work. I really want to make video at least one each 3 days or something to keep with good content. But it has been really hard for me. So please, I'm so sorry. Give me some time, and I promise you guys I will go back to my previous space to bring you the best content that you need for duelings, Master Duel, and TCG related. So when we're talking about Zillion Thunder, I was surprised when I saw this box because it feels like Konami went really hard to put really powerful cards that are really strong in the meta game, like Crackdown, and cards that at one can fix the whole problem of an archetype like Necros Clausulas. Then you have cards like Leona, and then you have cards like Preparation of Rites. Cards that being at one can be really powerful. Then you have Dystopia Guy, and then you have Chidori, and then you have Dark Armored Dragon. I know these three cards were released already, but if you didn't pay for these boxes that are paying only, then you have it here. So overall, all the rare cards, normal rare cards, you see, they put the effort that all the other cards that they will go into the box will be cards that add really powerful, maybe in Duel Links, but not actually in TCG, with the exception of the Monarch archetype. This surprised me because Monarch is quite a powerful archetype, and we have a skill that will break this deck, and we finally get it to Duel Links. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't like Monarchs at all, and since I'm a Cosmo player, I have good bad memories playing Cosmo while challenging Monarchs because they use Stonefort as a quick play that tribute my monster. So I lose all my resources to summon that destroyer, and they can take that card out with Erebus, or they can just tribute my monster to summon a Monarch. And these two cards are really powerful brokens. So yeah, they meant to be UR. I'm happy that they are UR because making this deck free to play it will be a chaos. It is pay to win, I guess, only, and all the other monarchs are actually kinda UR or SR cards, so it's not a really cheap deck as we will expect, but it's fine. This deck is broken. It's gonna be meta contender. I'm really sure of it. The fact that we're getting fantasing of monarch, it destroy extra deck strategies. So yeah, I see Modern being a new meta contender. I mean, Konami make a really reset on the meta, power cream everything when they release Orcus. The game, all the decks that we previously had are not actually that great in this upcoming meta. It was a really hard shift from what we used to have, and now we move it towards decks that can compete with the meta. And I'm talking about decks that have been released mostly to the fieldless, but they weren't that great for the TCG. And right now they're giving everything they can to support this archetype. I'm talking about Ursatic, and I'm talking about the Armored Dragon. Armored Dragon Thunder and Ursatic were archetypes that had been holding up in TCG. They have potential, but they aren't that great at all. But here in Duelits, I see potential to both of the decks to be competitive. I'm not so great of Ursatic player. I played like once or two on Master Duel, and the deck is actually quite interesting. The mechanics are quite hard to understand at first, but then you can, it's easy to go when you have the key of what you need to do with this archetype. Mm, Overall, I think that yeah, this deck can be really good in Duel Links, and the same I can say about the Armored Dragon, because we have all the Yama cards that maybe can support this archetype further, or you can actually make cards that like Volcanic Shell or something that you can send monster from your hand to the graveyard to be able to have an advantage, don't lose the advantage, and be able to go for the all the combo of the cards that you have. So yeah, all the cards are really cheap. You have two URs. You have the level 3 that you need 3, and then you have the Armored Dragon level 10 Thunder that you need 3, L2 or 1. Yeah, and then we have the Versatility card. Discard one, add two Versatility monsters. That's broken. And we have other UR cards like War Dragon Armature. This card can be good, especially if you playing a deck like um, War Chalice. They use a lot of links because if not, it's not that great. It's a boss monster. It's good. It's really good. But overall, Dystopia, I'm really happy for this card. This card should be released a while back ago because it's really powerful and helps Destiny Hero as a whole to do something and not be able to mix with heroes. Now we have another skill that we'll talk about later, and you will see. Preparation of Rice, amazing card, is finally here in Duel Links. Maybe it can be good in Necros death. I mean, Necros has a really good boost. I'm gonna talk about that now. But I don't see any other deck. Maybe Nephthys deck, and I need to check it out. Any other ritual strategy that needed this card a lot because Vendrot can use it, but overall, you can use the ritual monster in the graveyard. So, and you have a link monster that can recover the spell. So not that great. Just in ritual decks in general can be good, but right now maybe we don't have Nobel to be able to abuse this card. So yeah, we'll see. And that's pretty much it for the UR. If you tell me how much I like this box in terms of UR, I don't see any UR that it's need to go as hard as Crackdown. All the other cards depends on what you're gonna play. Saints goes for SR. I mean, this box you can skip this box if you don't like any of the archetypes and just grab down. That's what I wanted to tell you. I feel that they put this card here so people will try to go for this box because if you don't like any of these archetypes, you will just skip this. So now we got the ESR. You have Kuras. This is a power creep card in the terms of speed. It's really good. People thought it was that not that great when it was released back in the day, but when the new Monarch support came out, they discovered that this card, when being a special summon, can trigger the effect. So if you summon this card with Ether, you can use the effect. Get rid of cards that you have face up and draw cards. So it's really good. Then we have Clausulas. Clausulas comes to Necros to fix the deck as a whole. Now you're able to don't break with Necros. You can have two of this card and three Bjornak, and how the fuck, sorry for the wall, but how the fuck you gonna break now? It's really hard to break now. You have all possible available options to be able to be consistent enough. So yeah, amazing support for Necros as a whole. Then we have Cyber's Gadget, amazing card for gadgets that gadget. I mean Cyber's deck. Sorry. Will this card bring Cyber's back again with Firewall Dragon and stuff? I don't actually quite know. I'm not so sure to be fair. Then we have Star Wonder Driver, amazing hero support. Kaiden Kendo Spirit. I mean, hero hasn't been off of the battle list yet. Amazing sweet card. This card is really good for so dynamic when you have this one for the Soul Spirit. Then you have Dragon White. This is not that great. Maybe Duelist can be better. You have Riola, amazing support for the Magisters. Hope this card makes the deck be more competitive. As right now it did not and has like two UR cards, something like that. And then we have the Ursapid Serpentine and the Continuous Spell. They're both really strong cards. Especially this one was released back in the day when uh, and okay, this is not the one that talks about this one. I'm sorry. There's one that states that mixed the Ursatic and the Driston archetype. This is good, but not enough at the other card. And then we have Shidori, the Armored Dragon. I'm gonna talk about that. And there's any air card, rare card that we have to talk is Crusadia Regulus. We finally have Regulus, and this can bring a change to Crusadia as a whole. Being able to add spell with this card is broken. You can add really powerful Crusadia spell cards and be go for the OTK. So don't sleep on Crusadia because maybe now can be a whole dead. Well, Tileback Lancer, good card for Cybers. This won't have any play, sorry guys. And then we have Ditsy Arise. This is a really good card. And we have Ditsy Diva Archetype right now being released. Look, we have Ditsy Diva Protector. And we have other um, Ditsy Diva cards. Where is the Ditsy Diva cards? No, we don't have. Okay, this is a water support. Look, this is a Dixie Diva, this is a Dixie Diva card. So yeah, we have some Dixie Diva card in Soul Dragons and other cards to take account for Armored Dragons that maybe are not gonna be that great some of them, but you need to take account that most of the Armored Dragon and Groshari card are being released. So yeah, powerful cards for both archetypes, trying to make them be play in Duel Links. All the sumo and karate spirit and everything are being released as well. We have some Guard Dragon cards that you should take account and to be able to summon your Armadur. So guys, that's pretty much it for the box.